Hello and welcome back to another Malair gaming video. I'm Malair and today we are analyzing one of my favorite monsters, as you can tell since I am named after him, Malair. This magic legendary monster. He's gonna be my first review. Sorry, I don't have a capture for this review, by the way. So, first things first, his design. His design is amazing. His description is, Malair used to be an important sorcerer in the charge of protecting the earth against magical threats. One day, just to see how it felt, he decided to try using a little black magic. It consumed him and he turned to the path of evil. That's an awesome description. Good guy turned bad. He also has the new crew and his newest island, the supervillains hideout maze, Copycat, Duskora, and Devastator. Those guys, and his design is amazing. First of all, his stats, his power is 3,553. This is a really good power. It's like a really high power. I'm gonna pull up a power chart I have, and I'm gonna show you where he ranks up, who he ties with in his power. If you don't believe me, just listen to the stats. So, his power is 3,553, which is tied with monsters like Warthak, the Skull Crusher, Patreon, Kiloraptor, Hirondelia. Really good attackers. Well, mostly just Patreon and Warthak. But he has the same power as a Nemesis and as an exclusive YouTuber monster, Patreon. So that's a really good power. His life, 27,445. It's a mediocre life. It's not on the high side. It's not on the highest side. Like high lives, we have like over 45,000 and stuff. And I'd say anything under like 30,000 is quite bad. But still not as bad as Voltaix, and that's all you need to know. Speed is 3,454. That's also a pretty good speed. His speed ties with things like let me pull up this chart real quick. He ties with 3,454. Ties with things like Samael the Disease Spreader, Incognita, Mechamancer, Hydratella, the Water One, Ukuduma, Greedy Dragon, Lucifer, the Water One, Hirondelior as well, again, Singularis, Lernian, Galante Jr., Totem, all those great monsters he speed ties with. His trait is immune to possession, which is a really good trait. So one of the best, probably the best category of denying possession. He can't be possessed. He can be stunned or frozen, of course, but they're not as good. His relic slots are sword and trap. Let me pull up the relics page. Like things, oh crap. Things he can run swords and traps. So in swords we have these kind of swords. Jakugan sword after Jakugan sword after hitting, if the target's life is below 50%, it deals a lot of physical damage, and that's at level 1. I don't know why you'd want to use Diamond Relic on Malair, but you could, and that's all that matters. See, we're talking about Malair as an individual monster. He has a pretty good relic slot. He can use any of these good swords. He can use any of the traps, something like Pestilence Trap, Oblation Trap, Tiger Trap. These are all really good traps. All really good relics. I mean, book, he's in Superheroes Chapter 3, and Superheroes, there's a lot of other really good monsters. There's a lot of really good monsters to compare him with. There's also a lot of good magic monsters. There's Devastator, there's Rebuka, there's Cassandra. There's a lot of competition in his element, but there's also things like Isofix, Faraday, Gortak. A lot of these are really good monsters. Voltaix as well. Cyan. A lot of these monsters outclass him, so he's not very good in his book. Onto his skills. He has his default skills are standard. His ultimate is Power of Hagoth. By the Power of Hagoth, and it deals very heavy magic damage to all enemies. It's not a great special because it doesn't do as much damage as other specials, but it also doesn't have any special abilities. I'd be okay if it gave enemies days or damage reduction or something to make it better. So it's an okay special skill, but by no means the best. Skills group 1 by the Ageless Beherit. It's a single targeting thing, special damage, 35 base power, 21 stamina, 0 cooldown. It can be spammed, and it has 50% chance of dazing the target. Still not a skill you'd want to run. By the Sons of Deva, deals low magic damage to all enemies and may give nightmares to all enemies. It's an AoE nightmares, it's a mediocre skill, you wouldn't want to run it. By the Vapors of Malthus, deals moderate magic damage, 50% of applying damage reduction to target. It's 50%, not a lot of 50% skills are good. So, yeah, I wouldn't run that. Skills group 2, by the Winds of Morax. It deals moderate special damage, removes 50% of stamina from an enemy, and may apply damage reduction. This is a pretty good skill, to be honest. It removes half of the stamina from the enemy. Oh, I can't speak today. It removes half of the stamina from an enemy, and it does a significant amount of damage. If you load up this guy with strength runes, I'd say 2 strength, 1 speed, or 2 strength, 1 team speed. Applying damage reduction is also good because his life isn't that spectacular. So yeah, this is a really good skill. Well, not really good, but good. That's moderate damage to all enemies, and it's an AoE nightmare. This is an okay skill. Takes up a lot of stamina, however. It has a 10% chance of missing, which is a really bad thing for any AoE ability. And 3 cooldowns, so I don't know. By the Images of Surgat, deals moderate magic damage, may apply 2 random negative effects. This is like, who else applies negative random effects? Krampus does it. I think Waffle does it. It's an okay ability. Maybe you'd want to run it. I actually don't know what you'd want to run. By the Flames of Vasago. Deals heavy special damage. Steals 50% of life from the target. Steals 50% life of the damage dealt to the target. So it's a life steal. It's 1 cooldown, quite a low stamina cost, so it can be spammed. It does a lot of damage as well, so this you'd want to run this. You'd keep healing your Malair, which is a good thing because Malair's life, as I said, kind of sucks. So you'd want to run this. 1 cooldown, you can almost spam it, but not really since it's not a 0 cooldown skill. By the Fangs of Zezbeth, I don't know how to pronounce that. A lot of his skills are weird. All of his skills have the name Baida, have the words Baida in it, so it's a cool theme. By the Fangs of Zezbeth, I think that's pronounced. Deals moderate magic damage to all enemies and may apply a random effect to all targets. So that's a pretty good skill. It's like the other one, but it's an AoE. But it's only 1 skill to it. You could run him. You could apply damage. Something like damage reduction, which isn't like by 25%, which isn't that good, but you could also apply them with a good damage over time, like Quicksand, Ignite, or Sunburn, or a Deny, like Possession, Stun, or Freeze, or even, no, you can't do Stamina Drain with that, to be honest. And yeah, that's a really good skill for Malair. By the Omnipotent Zagan, deals heavy One sec. Sorry about that, guys. Wait, is the camera upside down? I don't know. Maybe it is. There we go. Deals heavy magic damage and may make target bleed. It's a single bleed, has really high damage, and it can technically probably almost be spammed since it's a 1 cooldown skill. So I'd say run this skill by the Omnipotent Zagan, run by the Flames of Asago, run by the Fangs of Zizbeth, and one of these. The AoE moderate damage Nightmares is This is actually a pretty good skill. And this is also a pretty good skill. So I'd run the skills group 3 skills, and or by the images of Surgat, or by the winds of Morax. So yeah, those are my 4 skills. That's my analysis of Malair. Overall, he's not the best monster. I never expected him to be the best monster when I chose my profile on Monster Legends Amino. I just liked his design. He looks like this amazing little floaty purple man. It just looks awesome. That's why I like him. But of course, he's not that great of a monster. On the Monster Legends Amino tier list that's currently going on, he's mid tier. He's like lower mid tier. So yeah, that's gonna wrap up for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed my review of Malair. If you want to request a review in the comments below, you can do that. So I'll be taking requests for reviews down below. And I'll see you next time. Like, subscribe, comment, whatever all the seller YouTubers are asking you to do nowadays. And this is Malair signing out. I don't know what an outro is anymore, so bye.